Our forests are more than just landscapes. They're living, breathing ecosystems that fuel adventure, sustain wildlife, build homes, and give us a chance to reconnect with something wild and timeless. Picture this: 193 million acres of national forests and grasslands, nearly 160,000 miles of trails, and over 300,000 jobs tied to outdoor recreation alone. That's the scale of what we're talking about. For over a century, the U.S. Forest Service has been the heartbeat of these public lands. Founded in 1905 under Gifford Pinchot, the agency was built on a vision of wise use, balancing timber harvests with conservation. They've delivered big wins, establishing 154 national forests across 43 states, protecting watersheds that supply drinking water to 60 million Americans, and pioneering wildfire science that saved countless lives and landscapes. But it hasn't been an easy road. In the early days, they battled overgrazing and illegal logging. Post-World War II, the push for timber boomed, sometimes at the expense of ecosystems. Then came the environmental movement, clashing with industry over preservation versus production. Today, they're juggling climate-driven megafires, invasive species, and a recreation boom, all while facing a nearly $2 billion maintenance backlog. Trails are crumbling, campgrounds are closing, and wildfire risks are spiking. Take wildfire management, their toughest fight yet. Budget cuts in 2025 have slashed over 1,000 jobs, including frontline firefighters, with federal wildland crews facing up to 20% reductions this summer. Fewer people to battle blazes means more risk to communities and forests alike. Climate change is fueling longer, hotter fire seasons, and we're cutting the very folks trained to stop them. It's a gut punch to an agency already stretched thin. But it's not just the Forest Service feeling the squeeze. AI, automation, and shifting policies are shaking up workforces everywhere. The game's changing fast, and we can either adapt, like the forests do, or get left behind. Inside the agency, the struggles are real. Layers of bureaucracy slow down hiring, stifle quick responses to threats, and trap them in reactive mode. Annual budgeting, unlike the long-term funding other agencies get, forces short-term fixes over big-picture solutions like prescribed burns or modernized ranger stations. It's a system begging for reform. Meet Tom Schultz, the 21st chief of the USDA Forest Service, sworn in February 2025. He's not your typical insider. Schultz comes from outside the agency. With 25 years of land management experience, a former Air Force officer, he's led timber operations at Idaho Forest Group, managed millions of acres as Idaho's Department of Lands director, and shaped policy in Montana. He's got a practical, hands-on style, less about desk-bound debates, more about getting results on the ground. What can we expect? Schultz is all about active management. Think timber sales, mechanical thinning, and prescribed burns to cut wildfire fuel. He's pushing safety first, especially for firefighters, and wants to boost recreation access while protecting rural communities. His outsider perspective could shake up the status quo, blending private sector efficiency with public land stewardship. He's already signaled a focus on partnerships and cutting red tape. Big shifts if he can pull it off. And here's where the opportunities shine. The Outdoor Stewardship Act is unlocking private dollars to tackle that backlog. Think trail fixes and campground upgrades. The National Forest Foundation is crushing it, restoring 150,000 acres of habitat and counting. Tech's stepping up too, drones monitoring forest health, smart sensors spotting fires early, and AI mapping conservation priorities. The private sector's not just patching holes, it's rewriting the playbook. Brands like Patagonia, REI, and First Light are pouring cash into conservation, from reforestation to lobbying for land protections. The Voluntary Public Access and Habitat Incentive Program, VPAHIP, is opening millions of acres to hunters and hikers while boosting wildlife. Private landowners approving sustainable timber can fund restoration, turning a $689 billion outdoor economy into a force for good. Specific wins are on the table. Ramping up reforestation to clear a 4 million acre backlog, expanding co-stewardship with tribes to protect ancestral lands, and using tech to slash wildfire response costs. Schultz could lead the charge, pairing federal muscle with private innovation to make forests resilient, accessible, and thriving. The future of our public lands isn't just up to Schultz or policymakers, it's on us. Advocate for smart reforms. Support conservation that works. Get out there and feel the dirt under your boots, because when we take care of the land, it takes care of us.